So, hey YouTube, my name is Chris and I'm doing the Celtic Cross. First card, center of your reading, shows up a lot lately. That's the beautiful Four of Wands. You know, there's an invitation for celebration. They're just waving towards you, and they're inviting you to have a good time, to have a celebration, you know. Crossing energy, that's the Ace of Swords, and we see the Ace of Swords again and again in my readings lately. The new consciousness, you mastered something, you know? And with that new consciousness, maybe you're going to celebrate. Because this consciousness of yours that you created here, a lesson that you've learned, right? This could be a spiritual lesson, but Swords energy is most likely a new consciousness, a new idea, a new way of seeing the world, maybe even. So you've been to the mountaintop. There are some mountains in the background, no vegetation. So it's the mountaintops, right? So you can go back to the village, to the valley, so to speak, leaving the mountaintop, where you received your kind of little enlightenment or new idea, whatever it is, and bring it down, come back to the world. That's the message here. Beautiful. The foundation is worrying, not enough sleep, worrying too much, Nine of Swords energy. But it has been tough to walk up that freaking mountaintop, I guess, and transform your consciousness. The crown is the Page of Cups, not surprisingly. The Page of Cups is reminding you that it's not all Swords energy, it's not all just mind transformation, consciousness transformation, leveling up, learning something new, you know? That all is important. You did that. We all did that, I guess. But now comes the time for joy and happiness again. Four of Wands, Page of Cups. Recent energy, yeah, the Five of Swords, more Swords energy. You're coming from, look at that, swords, swords, swords. I would just say, yeah, let's just say Nine of Swords, Five of Swords, Ace of Swords. This is where you're coming from, and this is where the universe is inviting you to go into this easier. There's a little passion, there's a little joy, there's happiness, there's celebration, there's a new spiritual journey, you know? This is what the universe prepares for you. This is what the universe is asking you to come to with your transformed consciousness. But look at that heavy energy. The Five of Swords, that's in the past, that's a dirty, dirty fight. Swords energy is an intellectual fight, cognitive warfare, can we say this? You know, in these times, right? So you have been worried, you've been thinking, you've been overthinking, you've trying to crack this nut with your mind, and you kind of achieved it. And that's the Ace of Swords. But now, remember joy. Remember joy, and whatever you build in the old circle with your wonderful consciousness and ideas, take good care of it, right? So there's a time right now when you listen to this video, right? When you find this video, when it finds you, there's a time to relax a little, okay? And you got something going, you know, you built something for yourself. Take good care of it. And I mean, you can take a break. The hard fight is over. Yeah, there's the Page of Pentacles, the Knight of Pentacles actually. Here's the Four of Pentacles. So protect what you built for yourself, right? That's the Four of Pentacles. Holding on to what you built for yourself. Don't give it away, don't throw it away. The Five of Pentacles in the outside world, you know, okay. Eight of Pentacles, some work to do. And there's more of Pentacles energy. And beautiful Empress energy. You're sitting in your garden. You're just master of yourself. The female energy is very much concerned with the own, not necessarily inner world, but the own world, you know? You're caring about your own garden. You're tending to your own garden. You are taking good care of the field that you have built. You've taken good care and pride into your work. You're protecting what you built. In the outside world, I wouldn't worry about this. We're going to clarify this. There's the Five of Pentacles. You're going to a better place. Bottom of the deck, energy-wise, intellect-wise, you know, your thoughts, you know. The neocortex is a garden. You're cultivating that garden. So around you there is... You shouldn't care so much what's going on around you. You're in the Empress energy, right? And everything, you attended your garden pretty well. What is happening in the outside world, it's not so much your concern. There's the Five of Cups clarifying the Four of Wands. So, okay. So there's the Nine of Swords again, clarifying the Ace of Swords, as if that hasn't been clear enough. There's the Five of Swords clarifying the Nine of Swords. So there has been a dirty fight. That's why the Five of Pentacles in your environment, basically. Maybe it's not the best environment you're in, right? Maybe there's a better place for you. Because you attended your own garden, you took care of your inner world, you healed yourself, you take charge of your life, you sorted things out, right? And it was a dirty fight, but let's just see what the Crown, the Page of Cups is clarified with. There's a new beginning, right? There's the Fool card in joy and in happiness, and there's the Tree of Cups even, clarifying the Five of Swords. Tree of Swords, clarifying the Knight of Pentacles. There is again an indication for movement with the Fool card, with the Page of Wands. Here clarifying the Four of Pentacles, King of Cups, clarifying the Five of Pentacles. Ten of Cups, clarifying the Eight of Pentacles. So you can build a happy, stable home by concentrating on your talents, something that you built for yourself. There's the Death card and the High Priestess and the Empress, and there's the bottom of the deck with the Hanged Man to the Empress. That's interesting. That's an interesting reading. So it has been tough, you know. Dark Night of the Soul energy here with the Five of Swords, 2 times the Nine of Swords, actually 2 times the Five of Swords, 2 times the Nine of Swords, there's the Tree of Swords, but you came out of it victorious with the Ace of Swords, right? Five of Cups, so it hurt, there was dirty fight, as I said. Hanged Man, you were just hanging in there for quite a while, you couldn't do much. That's the card that jumps out. Ascension into light, beautiful. So it was tough, and now it's time. Right now there's a time where you can relax a little, and you should smell the flowers, so to speak, and take good care of yourself. But the outside world, you can stand the outside world because you're in this King of Cups energy. You're aware of your emotions. You're resting within yourself. You're taking good care, and that's the emphasis here. You're building the new chapter, the happy home, the abundance mindset through what you built already through this hard time. So don't throw it out. Don't change careers. You built something for yourself, very hard earned, very hard work, and this is going to pay off. You might not be in the right surroundings for this to flourish, right? Right now there's happiness, there's joy, taking good care of yourself, but there's also an indication that you might restart or reset your life. Are you at the right place? I feel like you did all the homework, you did all the inner work, because you're coming out through this as the Empress, right? The Empress is in complete control of her inner world, you know, her inner frequency. The world, the outside world might be tumultuous and hostile even, right? But you're in King of Cups energy whenever you encounter this, you know? So you did your homework, you achieved a lot. It's time to relax, keep what you built for yourself, take it with you, and maybe you take it with you because it's not the right place where you are right now. So, are you with the right people? Ascension into light. What you perceive to be false are not false, but vital aspects of human nature, qualities that offer important lessons about life and love. At present, you cannot see things clearly because you are stuck within the illusion of good and bad, falsely believing that things are either one or the other. Yet have you considered that all exists through the grace of oneness? There are no faults or mistakes, only experience your soul has chosen. Observe life without judgment and you will see that good and bad are only perceptions. Our judgments are actually fears. And what we fear is our shadow self, which is part of our true nature. Everything has a reason, purpose, and an opposite. In light there is dark, and in dark there is light. One cannot exist without the other, and the one is not better than the other. To become whole, you must embrace and love the fullness of your nature. And I feel like you did that. I mean, with the Ace of Swords and the Empress as the outcome, you did that. And there's always new stuff to learn. That's the Four of Pentacles. So this is pretty much the chakra system. You know, 4 chakras are symbolized by these pentacles, and there are 3 missing. That's the third eye, the throat chakra in this case. And I think that's the solar plexus. But in this depiction. So there's something to learn, and the Page of Cups is inviting you for a new spiritual journey, for a new chapter of your life, a new lease on life. But don't throw out the baby with the bathwater. So you build something work-related here, something career-related, something skill-related. You take that with you. If everything around you seems dark, look again, you might be the light. That goes to your surroundings, right? You might be at a very miserable place where many people have fallen into very low frequencies. So maybe you are the light, but you don't need to play the light for them. You know, if the light is not appreciated when you shine, then shine somewhere else, right? That you owe it to yourself, right? That would be an advice. The truth is way more depressing. They're not even smart enough to be as evil as we give them credit for. Just when we talk about your surroundings, right? The truth is way more depressing. They are not even smart enough to be as evil as we give them credit for. If everything around you seems dark, look again, you might be the light. That's Rumi. And the other one is from Don't Look Up, the movie. So you might be the light in a very dark place. But do you want to stay the light in a very dark place? You know? Or do you deserve to be in a place where there's joy and happiness and where there are other light beings, not just these dark, low frequency beings? Never argue with a fool. You cannot find peace by avoiding life, Virginia Woolf. And this is pretty much what the Page of Cups is telling you. You cannot avoid life. You cannot find peace by avoiding life. Choose people who choose you. Your time and energy are too precious to be spent convincing anyone to treat you well. So don't convince people to treat you well. If they don't do this, you're in the wrong place, right? If you're surrounded by low frequency people, then leave to a higher frequency place. Because you did all your homework and you're gliding into this, you know, there's the Six of Swords, leaving the troubled waters, going to a better place. That's a good thing. And there's the Four of Pentacles clarified by the Page of Wands is also indicating that these other pentacles that you're seeking to complete yourself, right? Keep on holding on to them, right? Don't throw them out. Work with them. But maybe you have to go somewhere else, because they're not even smart enough to be as evil as we give them credit for, right? And if you're surrounded by them in a place where they are the majority, then you have to leave and go somewhere else. Maybe you owe that to yourself. But right now there's joy and happiness, hard transformation from the past. Time to breathe, time to relax a little, and then take your stuff, take good care of it, maintain it, whatever you build for yourself, and then rule yourself. And if that means leaving, going for a better place, do that, but don't do that, you know, don't rush it, don't haste it. Right now you're in a wonderful place, you're just a little exhausted. You're just a little, exhausted here, with 2 times the Nine of Swords, 2 times the Five of Swords, right? But you made it through. There's joy and happiness, there's something good waiting for you. But again, if everything around you seems dark, look again, you might be the light. The question is, do you want to shine your light where you are right now? Because your light is precious. Your light is wonderful. By the way, we got ascension into light here. You might be the light. And don't just shine for other people, because there are people who don't deserve your light. Right? They're just so low frequency, so despicable, so not even smart enough to be as evil as we give them credit for, that they might not deserve your light. And then let it shine to those who deserve it. And if you have to find these people who deserve it, then look for them, and they will look for you and find you if you maintain your higher frequency. If you maintain your Empress mindset. This card clarifying the Empress, so you went through death and rebirth, figuratively speaking, big transformation. I hope it resonates with you. If it does, share, like, subscribe, leave a comment. Thank you very much for that. See you soon. Namo Buddhaya. Ciao.